think this is the last one. I think so. Maybe the second to last one.
Warning! Warning!
Oh, this fucker. I forgot which move works better against this guy. Forget, let me check. Which one was the one that worked against this guy? It was the tornado. Gotta be careful not to dash off the edge while the camera's swinging around.
Over here! Later! Stop it! Over here! Eat this!
Aw, damn it, I should have switched. I didn't realize I was that weak. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered because I hadn't died, so Axel would have been weak as shit anyway. Alright, let's try that again.
Warning! Warning!
Damn it.
Stop it! Over here! Later! Over here! Stop it! It's up to you. Later.
There we go. Much easier this time. When I don't take a shit ton of damage and my characters can actually do shit.
Time to switch. I'm not through yet.
Alright, let's hope that I get to go get those E-tanks or sub-tanks before Sigma, but I kind of have a feeling the game's not going to let me.
All right, we know you're in there, so come on out, Professor.
Thanks for coming by, fellas. This way I can face you in the comfort of my own home. I guess this means you've already defeated all the worthless others.
So, it was you after all.
You never give up, do you?
Is
Even
I
as
wonder
you
if,
break
like,
you
I keep
down to
saying
scraps, you always come back.
I keep saying that Sigma's voice acting is good, but I don't think it actually is. I just think that the rest of the voice acting is so shitty.
That's right, folks.
That in
I'll
comparison-
do it again and again. I will make X and Zero mine. Now come and get me. Give me a good fight, like you always do.
Alright, man. The thing that's shitty is that if you're playing this on PlayStation 2, you just have to play through the whole game.
It's up to you.
Okay, that's pretty cheap. Come on, man, seriously? Oh, I didn't use X's like Giga attack. Shit.
It's up to you.
Wrong way. Damn it. Gotcha. Whew. Yeah, this would take fucking forever. I don't know if you can save when you die, but like...
Ready for the real thing?
Oops. I guess not. Guess I wasn't ready for the real thing. I keep forgetting that when you play as Axel, you have to hit the You have to hold the jump button, not just tap it.
Warning! Warning! Ready for the real thing?
Oops.
Time to switch.
Ready for the real thing?
Shit.
20 minutes later.
I won't give mine to switch.
Yes. Oh man, that would have been way easier with an E-Tank. Although a lot of my deaths were because of falling off the cliff, because again, the camera's butt in this game.
This way! Hurry!
Look out. Wait, where'd you get 2 guns?
Axel!
That probably killed him.
I will return in a new form.
Of course you
I
will.
promise you.
You always do. You always do,
I
somehow.
found you, Zero and X.
Very nice, friend. Give me your power. It's time for revenge.
Oh, with this power, I'll never lose.
Oh, sneaky, sneaky. I mean, he was just flying. He could just fly again. That was pretty sneaky, though. Pretty damn sneaky.
Wake up.
Are you okay?
I don't know why Zero's
Pretty
voice
cool,
is so
eh?
deep.
Gotta give me some credit.
That was actually a pretty sneaky / cool move.
Fine. Let's get out of here.
Wow, way to not give the kid his dues, man.
Hey, wait for me!
Guitaru Man. Oh, thank God that one's done, guys. That was a rough one.
Last week, an outbreak of Maverick caused a riot at the energy plant. Then, Axel showed up to quell the unrest. Mavericks disappeared from the scene without a trace.
That means he killed them.
3 days ago, when mechanoloids on the wharf went berserk, Axel destroyed the mechanoloid that was blocking the ship's hatch, securing an escape route for the crew. This case did cause 16 casualties, however. In addition, Axel has
Oh, he
shown
just
up to
killed a
assist
bunch
in
of people,
14
but, you know,
incidents
whatever.
involving Maverick.
He's made mistakes. But in any case, Axel's efforts over the last few days have solved a lot.
I'm
of
pretty
problems.
sure Mega Man has murdered way more than, like, 16 or 14 or whatever it said people.
X, do you think we could make Axel a hunter based on his good deeds?
He literally killed Sigma.
No way! Don't you get it? He must not be rewarded for such methods.
He killed Sigma.
Methods?
Who are you to say?
X, ideals are not always for the real world. Without you, somebody has to become a hunter. Why
No,
can't you train
I'll
Axel
just-
to be one?
I'll just let everyone die when I retire. That's fine. That's what Dr. Light would have wanted.
You could never train somebody to be a hunter like me.
Wow.
It's impossible.
Fucking prideful as shit, Mega Man.
We may not be able to afford to stand by without fighting. Although I know that's what you wish for. And we all know that
Mega
you
Man is
haven't seen the
unreasonable.
last of the Mavericks.
Oh, even though both Wily and fucking Sigma kept coming back over and over and over. I'm not gonna train someone to replace me in case I die. You guys can all go fuck yourselves. That's the message Mega Man is giving. Also, they never really chased that thread of in X4 of Wily making Zero, did they? This game was bad, guys. In the beginning, like the first couple stages, the jungle stage and the onion guy stage, like I thought maybe it'll just be like a weak game, slow, not particularly entertaining, but had a bit of PS1 charm. No, this game was garbage. And the thing that makes it so sad and so tragic is that it didn't have to be. It had elements of cool things, like being able to take in 2 people at one time was pretty cool. Going back to the methods of... No one's going to race that stage that fast. Sorry, I was just looking at the screen right now. Going back to like being able to just find things as you go through it. The saving the Reploids seemed much cooler in this one and much more rewarding, and kind of actually spelled out what it did for you. Being able to upgrade your guys and go through the game again if the game weren't crappy would have been really cool. The story actually made sense in this one, which is more than I can say for X4, 5, 6, and X4, 5, and 6. so like it made sense. Axel's not an entirely stupid character. That ending there had a decent twist. So there were the giant drill robot stuff. Like, there were elements that could have made this game cool, but they failed in so many ways. Like, it was way too slow, and I kind of feel like it was because they didn't know how to make the 3D segments, and so they had to slow down the 2D segments to counteract that. The camera was atrocious, and both the fight against Sigma and the fight against Red could have been way better and way easier. Maybe that's, not necessarily easier. They could have ramped up the difficulty, but 90% of the difficulty in those fights were the cameras. You're fighting constantly against the cameras, especially in Red. That fucking hyena stage, garbage. That guy's going up there with some of the worst enemies that I've ever fought. Not because it was hard, but because his stage was butt. The fucking constantly repeating what he was saying, the fact that the stage would randomly jerk you to the side without warning, the fact that like your lock-on was trash, and so you were constantly shooting behind him if you stayed on the body part, and when you tried to move to the neck part, if you didn't do it right away, you couldn't do it because they'd fucking slam into you. All of that stuff meant the game just turned out bad. The cameras were constantly bad. When you're in corridors, you can't see around the corners, you can't turn it. It's random when you can turn it. There should have been some kind of indicator like, oh, in this part you can turn it. You should have been able to have a button that snapped the camera right behind you. Just a million other things. Like, I feel like this game had the potential to be good, and I kind of still want to say that it, despite its flaws, I still think it's probably a better game than Mega Man X6. Just because at least they tried something new with this one, and they failed with it. And it's a shame that, from what my understanding, Mega Man X8 doesn't fix what they did in this one. They just scrapped it. I feel like Mega Man in 3D could work, and it did work in Mega Man Legends. From my remembrance, maybe that game's not good now too. I don't know. We'll find out after I finish X8, because that's the next one on the list after X8. But I just feel like they should have play tested it more. They should have refined it a bit more. I feel like this game was rushed out the door, and it's a shame because X7 could have been something great. And it's a shame to see a game miss the mark. It's just slightly off the mark, but things like camera, that's a very unforgiving thing to mess up. So don't play this one, guys. It's not good. It's not good. It's yeah, just skip this one. Don't play any of them after X4, to be honest. We'll see how X8 goes. That's the next one on my list. Again, haven't played that one either, so we'll see how it goes. I don't know anything about it, so I'm going into it blind. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for following along. Please remember to like and subscribe. Please remember to follow the Blue Wizard Project on Facebook. You can find a link for our community page down below. We would really appreciate it. We do all kinds of events. Sometimes we'll do random questions, video updates, and of course we'll always post stuff here on there as well. So if you're not, if you don't subscribe on YouTube, you can always just watch them off of there. Please remember to give if you can. I'm pretty sure this video is going to come out pretty late in the year. Right now it is August 11th, but I have a feeling this isn't going to come out until like October-ish, November-ish. We'll see.
6 months later.
But if it comes out before December, there's still time to give. If it comes out after December, of course you can still give to the Mid-Ohio Food Bank. They're not dependent on us for that. But please give if you haven't. If you can't, then please let a friend know. If you feel like you can't donate because you can't give a lot, that's fine, man. Like, I don't know why I said man. That sounds really weird and informal, but every dollar you give, the Mid-Ohio Food Bank is able to get $10 worth of groceries with it. So even if you can only donate $1 or $2, it goes a long way. So all the information for that, our PayPal is down below, or again, the Mid-Ohio Food Bank website is also below. You can check out that. Thank you guys so much for following along, watching, subscribing, liking, all that stuff, guys. I'm glad X7 is out of the way. Sigh of relief. I don't know how bad X8 is, but after that, I know I have the Legends games, which are generally well regarded, and then the Game Boy Advance and DS Zero games and Mega Man games, which I believe are at least decent. So I'm hoping that's the case. Hoping the worst of it's behind me with this one. Anyway, guys, this has been Jonathan for the Blue Wizard Project. Thank you so much. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
Super